Hello everyone, this is Sam Hill, the Career Change Guru, and we have another great episode on how I came up. Danielle Sinclair, small business owner, performer, lyricist, songwriter, and a great mom. Now let's get to it. This is how I came up.
My name is Danielle Jackson, and I am from Buffalo, New York, the east side of Buffalo. My childhood was good. Like I said, I grew up on the east side. I went to Buffalo Public Schools, and I attended performing arts for middle school and high school, and I was a dance major there, and I did theater and music too. My experience with performing arts was great. Like I said, I went there from 5th grade to 12th grade. And before that, I had went to 54, of course, and St. Lawrence Academy. Those are the local schools. And I loved it from start to finish. I wish I could go back now. You know, when you get older, you're like, ooh, I wish I could go back to those days. And it was just great because I got to experience so much. We had, international artists, because I was a dance major. We had international artists that came in from, and they stayed for weeks and months, and they taught us. And we had the best field trips and, performances. And like I said, I also did theater, not until like my senior year, because nobody even knew I could sing until then. Because back then I only sang in church. And actually, me and my sisters, we all sang. And we had a gospel group. We were called the Sisters of Soul. So we only did, gospel. We sang in church, and we, traveled around, did a couple of, things, performances and stuff like that, but traveled around to different churches and sang and stuff like that. And so I was not a music major. So I just did, while I was there, I did dance. There was no such thing as a dual major at performing arts. So you just did one thing. And I want to say my junior year, I auditioned for a play, which was Big. And I ended up getting the part. I was actually one of the lead characters. I played Son, the little boy's mother in Big. And everybody was just shocked and appalled that I could sing, and that I could sing well at that. So yes, I only sang in church and outside of school. So nobody knew up until my junior year.
Hi, my name is Shamari James, co-founder and CEO of Equity Now Inc., nonprofit charter management organization to Legends Charter School. And our mission, we believe in expediting change. So we provide, as a charter management organization, services to Legends Charter School. So every single kid in our school receives a stock portfolio. It's not just enough to grow your wealth, but you also need to sustain your wealth. So we're fundamentally focused on ensuring that we are seeing that there is competency exercise with social and emotional learning within our school and in the communities that we serve. So now that you've seen and heard about Equity Now Inc., I hope that you're wondering, how can you help? Please visit us at www.equitynowinc.org to support us, to donate to us, to become a partner, or even collaborate. We're also on all social media at Equity Now Inc. We appreciate you. Look forward to working with you.
Danielle Sinclair, that's my stage name actually. I've been a singer, songwriter since I was a child. And that's actually where a lot of my interest with hair came, into play. Because me and my sisters all have, reasons behind why we are obsessed or in love with hair and beauty and stuff like that. And that was a big part of it. Once I started performing and I formed my own band in Buffalo, I changed my hair a lot. And I've always been a person who changed my hair a lot. I always wanted to, push the envelope with hair. I do different colors. I do all kind of stuff. So it was just natural for me to to be in this business, because this is something that I'm passionate about, aside from the music. And, like I said, I've been doing music since I was about, singing since I was about 9. And professionally, I've been doing music about 11 years, recording and performing in Buffalo.
3 sisters from Buffalo's East Side are making history. Brianna Laney, Danielle Jackson, and Lauren Jackson are opening the Hair Hive, the first beauty supply store in Buffalo owned and operated by Black women.
So the Hair Hive is all about giving back to our community, the community that we grew up in. We're actually in the community. We're actually serving the community that we grew up in. We got the idea, me and my younger sisters, Lauren Jackson and Brianna Laney. We got the idea. We actually just came up with it. We were kind of just exhausted with the way things were in the beauty industry. So we just had a meeting one day at our childhood home. And we came up with the name of the store, The Hair Hive. This was back in 2016, actually, and that was 2020. So it took 4 years for this to come to fruition. But we kind of just, actually it was Lauren. She kind of decided like about a year ago that we're going to do this. We're going to get this done. And it took us about 9 months to open from the time we decided that we were actually going to do this. We've been open since March 7th of 2020. The struggles that we had opening was actually just mostly like getting funding. It was particularly hard to get traditional funding from like a bank. And we ended up going through a wonderful organization. Their name is Weedy Buffalo. Shout out to Juan Acevedo. He was our, counselor through that process. And we did get turned down at first for traditional funding from a bank. And the struggles so far would probably just being figuring out what everybody, wants. Because when you first open a business and you're opening it and there's so many different products and stuff like that, you really don't know what everybody wants. When we first opened up, we started a suggestion box, and that was really helpful for us because it, just gave us an idea on the most popular products in the area, and that helped us along with, filling up the store. As you can see, it's full. We are a very close-knit family. I come from a 2-parent household, and our parents, we didn't tell anybody at first. So we literally did not tell anybody to maybe like a month before we opened, and we knew that we had the funding to open. And our parents were shocked, of course, that we could keep this magnitude of a secret. But of course they were proud. They're always so proud of any, endeavors that we embark on as their children. And they definitely, supported with any like financial needs that we needed at the last minute. Our family was definitely there to pitch in. I come from a large family. I have 6 plus aunts and 5 uncles, so everybody was supportive. If we needed anything, we were able to reach out to them, and it was definitely no problem. So it was just great. And also we got a lot of support from our extended family, which is the community, and everybody was just so happy and proud of us for doing this. I have 2 younger sisters. I'm the oldest. And Brianna Laney, that's the middle child. She is a cosmetologist. She's a licensed cosmetologist, which really helps in what we can offer at the store, because she's able to consult our our customers and give them solid advice, because she is licensed. She also has a marketing degree from Canisius College, and she's just an all-around great person. And my other sister, the baby, is Lauren Jackson, and she is, I like to call her the baby boss, because she's the driving force. She is the the lifeblood of this place, and she's here the most. And she's not a licensed cosmetologist, but she still does hair. She does her own hair. She makes wigs. She does all kind of stuff. She's just very passionate about the beauty industry as well. And we just all are. We're just very humble, and just humbled by all the support that we received. When we opened, we actually opened 2 weeks before the pandemic hit. So you can imagine, for us, we were terrified. But we were so blessed that we were able to open back up only 2 weeks after the pandemic started, because we secured essential status through New York State. So that was a huge blessing to us. We were able to open back up and operate as normal. Initially, we started with some, shorter business hours while, everything was going on, because there was just so much unknown, things going on. So once we got through that, we were able to go back to our regular business hours. We ended up going viral because of, like you said, it was historical what we did. So different news stations that picked us up. I want to say Kelly, her name is Kelly. I can't think of her last name, from Channel 4. She picked up the story, and she was the first one to do a live interview with us. And she was just so, welcoming and embracing and excited about what we were doing. Spectrum News came and did a news story on us. Travel Noir actually, picked up our story. Also, I'm trying to think of it. Black Enterprise also picked up our story too. So it was great. There were so many that people were just, picking up the story.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, call 716-390-9592. Our lawyers can help you get money. Had your civil rights or contract rights violated, stopped or wrongfully detained by the police? Call us now, 716-390-9592. Got an issue with your landlord or tenant? Call us now, 716-390-9592. Call RHM Consulting, 716-390-9592. That's 716-390-9592.
I'm Rashid H. McDuffie, and I approve this message.
I have several mentors, I would say, throughout my life. My church family, I feel like I have two church families now. New Life Harvest Kojic, which is on Bailey in Buffalo, and my childhood church is the Lutheran Church of Our Savior. And those people are literally my family. And they've always supported me from the beginning even with my music. I remember I had a EP release thing at my church. And also with the hair store, our church members have been, coming in and giving congratulations, and they've always supported us from the beginning. So, and influences, I would say my parents, they've always, supported anything that we did, even when we were kids. It could be anything. So anything I say that I'm going to do, whether it's in music or if it's in business, they are just, always there. They give their advice and their support, along the way. What's next for me personally is just with my music is just expanding out. Hopefully when the world opens back up, I'll be able to travel and tour a little bit. As far as the store, I'm just very excited about all the progress that we have made thus far, and we hope to expand. We hope to do a second location. We have so many, ideas that are in the pipeline. But we just want to continue to serve the people, that look like us. That was the main, goal of this. And, whatever, we get in, it literally, goes right back into our community. We get more products for people. We get what people, people ask for stuff, we get that in. So we're just excited about, what this next year is going to bring, and just, growing. Just growth, whatever that may mean for us. We hope to get a second location soon. So that's probably going to be like the next thing on the horizon. I would like the people to know that, anything that you want to do in life, you can do. The show is called How I Came Up, and I think that's like awesome because me and my sisters are not necessarily people, you know, in this city that people expected this from. And I would even call myself an underdog just overall. And I just always root for the underdog. And I just would say that anything you want to do, you can accomplish. And I like that, you know, people like, you know, us are doing something like that because it makes people who look like us and are just in our position know that they can accomplish something of this magnitude. My personal social media account is going to be Danielle Sinclair Sings and Danielle Sinclair on Facebook. For our store, the store Facebook is The Hair Hive, and our Instagram is @TheHairHiveBuffalo. And our website is thhbuffalo.com. I'm Danielle Jackson, and this is how I came up.
Maria, Radio Red Rocks, Red.
This is Addison Henderson.
I'm Danielle Jackson.
It's Ponzo Houdini.
And this is how I came up.
I'm the career change guru, Sam Hill, and host of How I Came Up. This season, we have entertainers, entrepreneurs, and educators. Season 3 of How I Came Up is going to be extraordinary. Now let's get to it. This is how I came up.